Good morning, family and friends. I am back with another episode. This is an email topic. It was an email question. I wasn't going to touch on this subject, but since one of you asked me, got to do it. Y'all pay the bills. So, thank y'all for tuning in, first of all. I appreciate y'all. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope y'all get out of the house, or if you're in the house, have some friends and family over, and have a great weekend. Get out and enjoy life. Come from under the bed, from under the rock, come out of the closet, whatever you're doing to hide from life, scared to die, and get out and live. We're going to die one day anyway. Get out and enjoy life. That's what I want y'all to do. Slogan for the day, enjoy life. If that's a slogan or not. Anyway, thank y'all again for tuning in. Now, unless you've been living under a rock, as I just said, we've all heard about OJ Simpson just passed, right? So the email topic was about, just touching on OJ and what happened with the case. Do I think he did it? Was he guilty? Do I think he was innocent? What have you? And he gave me his views on it and what he thought. And his views was pretty much the same as mine. So I'm going to let y'all have my views. So, do I think he did it? Was he guilty? Why did the black community celebrate, it seems like, overall, when the verdict was read and he was not guilty? Why was the black community celebrating when it looked like some innocent people were murdered? And we were celebrating because it seemed like the obvious killer got off. Well, we're going to get into that. First of all, my view, my opinion, like many other black people, I already know how most white people thought about it. Well, not most, but the ones I know thought he did it. And for some reason, most black people thought he didn't do it. That's not true. Most of us that I know, put it that way, I don't know all black people, I don't know all white people. Me and my circle of people that I hung out with at the time, and even now, we feel he did it. Guilty of all our does. But what had happened was the racist cops, which LA police department been racist forever, framing, abusing, mistreating, falsely accusing black people for decades. The black community knew that. We know that. They are as crooked, as corrupt as any police department in the world. Black people knew that, especially the black people from California. They knew that. A lot of white people didn't. They believe in the cops, protected blue. They love cops because a lot of times white people get a different treatment from police than black people do, and they still don't believe it. They think we all get treated fairly by the cops. We don't. Black experience and white experience with police are totally different. Okay, keep that in mind. I'm going somewhere with that. So, we pretty much knew OJ did it, but we also knew there was a lot of people in prison convicted of crimes they didn't do. So, what happened was, we looking at the racist cops, Mark Furman and the rest of them. They knew he did it, but they were so determined for him to not get off because he had money and a good attorney, or Johnny Cochran and all of them. They were so determined for him to not get off that they said, you know what? We need to do some things, pull some strings, do a little trickery to make sure he don't get away. We know he did it. Pretty much most people know he did it. Who else did it? Who else had the mob for what? An ex-wife of a football player and her lover in his place that he paying for another man to be in there with his ex-wife, that's all the motive you need. He did it. Nobody else had a reason to do nothing to that lady and that man but him. If any homicide investigation or anything like that, the first thing the cops do is try to find a motive when they're looking for who could have done it. A motive. In other words, who had a reason to do it. People don't just do that for no reason unless it's a serial, the people crazy. But overall, those type of things don't happen without a motive or a reason to push them, to make them do that to somebody. Self-defense, crime of passion, caught somebody cheating, whatever, a motive, a reason. OJ was the only one that had a reason to do that to them two people. Nobody else, she didn't have any gambling, none of that. They looked into all this. That's how they came up with OJ. They've seen these type of crime, it wasn't on a large scale like with him because he was OJ, but they've seen these type of things over and over again to know what direction they're going to look when it comes to the person who did this. A jealous ex or current partner. It fits the MO of somebody she was in a relationship with or was, past, whatever. That's who did this. Voila, OJ. But they were so determined for him not to get away, when they knew he did it, they started planting stuff. They were so sloppy with it, the glove, little blood here on the wall, little blood here on the, it was just like the worst criminal in the world wouldn't have made that many mistakes. Leather glove, I'm going to run, leave, and I'm going to sit the glove right here in plain sight. And then keep, instead of taking the glove with me somewhere, burning it, throwing it in the river. Now I'm just going to, on the same scene that I just committed the crime, I'm going to leave the glove right here. I was a child, not a child, I forgot how old I was. I wasn't no grown man. I saw that, like, they setting that man up. And didn't even have to, he did it. Their own dirt backfired on them. And that's how OJ got away. Guilty as can be. Black people knew it, white people knew it, everybody knew it. He was guilty. So Big Ward, if black people know he was guilty, why did they celebrate when it was not guilty in the courtroom? We wasn't celebrating for OJ. We didn't give a damn about OJ. He did it. Damn OJ. We didn't care nothing about no OJ. We wasn't happy that what's her name? Nicole Brown? Yeah, Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldberg. We wasn't celebrating them people had lost their lives. We wasn't happy for that. It wasn't about them. Nobody was happy for that. We feel bad for them people. They did not deserve that. We were celebrating the fact that finally somebody of color stuck it to the LAPD in the crooked justice system. We were celebrating the justice system that we don't never find justice in being embarrassed in front of the world, being shown for how crooked and corrupt they are. That's what we celebrated. We weren't celebrating for OJ. Damn OJ. We've been got rid of OJ. OJ been a sellout to the black community. We don't care nothing about no OJ. It was about the LAPD being shown for who they are, the corrupt and crooked justice system that has been taking advantage of black people for decades in America. We were celebrating that. We were cheering, y'all finally got it. Y'all got exposed. We weren't cheering for OJ. And most of us don't give a damn that OJ gone now. OJ did it. We know he did it. We weren't cheering for OJ. We were cheering for the black community that have been used and abused taken advantage of, falsely accused, false arrest, drugs planted on them, all types of things that have been done to black people by the cops, especially the LAPD. And somebody finally stuck it to him. We were cheering for Johnny Cochran for how he brought out the truth about them people on full display for the world to see. It was plain as day. Them folks botched that case. They planted evidence. Mark Furman, was like the lead detective, was a devout racist, all on tape using the racial slurs and statements he had made. All that was brought to the forefront. So yes, black people celebrated, but not for OJ. For the white people that don't know, now you know. We wasn't celebrating because OJ got off of a crime everybody know he committed. Damn OJ. That's why when he went to prison the second time for the memorabilia, whatever, we didn't care. Nobody protested, like, let OJ go, he innocent. Nobody cared that he went to prison again. All we were saying then was he got what he deserved from the first case. That's all that was. Karma coming back to bite him. We wasn't celebrating for him. And when he went to prison on stealing his own stuff back, the one he should have got off on, he went to prison. Y'all notice that? They actually locked him up all them years for taking his own stuff back from somebody who stole his stuff. See how it came back, double back around on him? He didn't get away. He still went to prison for stealing his own stuff back. That's just the way things work. So when that happened, we knew he wasn't supposed to go to prison for that. But we didn't come out in defense of him. Man, that man taking back his own stuff. Let him go. Now, we ain't say, you ain't hear black people say none of that, cause we know he was getting what he deserved. We only celebrated the LAPD getting embarrassed in front of the public, in front of the national. Everybody saw it. So, bravo to Johnny Cochran. Damn OJ Simpson. He did it. Most black people know he did it, just like the white people know he did it. He was guilty as charged. We sat and watched the LAPD beat down Rodney King on national TV and got off. That's why we were celebrating when OJ was found not guilty. For all the Rodney Kings of the world, all the Rodney Kings of LA. Rodney King was caught on camera. He wasn't the only one getting done like that. On a daily basis in California and all around America. That's what we was applauding. Somebody stuck it to the crooked, corrupt justice system. And to the white people that love Donald Trump, the same justice system that's doing him the way they're doing him now is the one we've been protesting and screaming out against for years that y'all didn't believe us about. Now how corrupt they are. How they will plant stuff, make up stuff, use the media to manipulate the narrative. You know what we were complaining about for years? Now Mr. Trump is dealing with it. Now y'all get to see it being done to somebody y'all love, which you love Trump. And you see how I know what they're doing to him. I ain't gonna speak out much against because I had death threats because I understand Mr. Trump was a good president. But because I say that, people making videos about coming to do something to me. Like I've done something to somebody because I'm an independent thinker. I see through the BS of the media and the elitists and the New World Order. I see through it. So I backed up our politics, because, you can't speak your mind. You got to be a robot. I got video right now I showed to the police department of guys making threats making whole videos about what they're going to come do to me because of my political views. The fact that I'm not a Democrat or Republican, I like who I like and I dislike who I dislike, no matter what everybody else thinks. I go my own way. So now Mr. Trump letting the white people that thought black people were lying about the justice system, that black people were just making up stuff, we just criminals, and we deserve to be treated the way we was treated. Now y'all see how corrupt the system really is. Look how they doing Mr. Trump. Look how they doing. They just charge him with this, charge him. The more charges they hoping, because they know they don't really have a case, so charge him with 100 charges. One of them got a stick. They've been doing us like that for years. They've been doing black people like they're doing Donald Trump for years. So don't expect most black people to feel sorry for Donald Trump. They happy to see it because he getting what we've been getting. Now y'all seeing it. You seeing it happening to one of yours. That whenever they want you, whenever you ain't going how they want you to go, what they want you to do, how they will attack you, slander you, make up stuff on you, lie on you, plant stuff on you. And make you guilty in the public eye, in the court of public opinion, with propaganda. Same thing they're doing to Donald Trump, which I'm going to catch flack from my people, the black community. Man, you a sellout, I know it's coming, because I got my own thoughts. But that's what's happening to Donald Trump. Same thing that happened to black people in America for decades. Corrupt justice system. Now, as black people, y'all can call me a sellout or whatever. You better hope Trump get back in office. And I'm going to tell you why. Because now, after the justice system that came at him like they did and how they doing him, and he see it for real. You remember he was talking about the Central Park 5 and all that when y'all hated him for that? He believed in the justice system then. He thought they were telling the truth. Now, after he's been targeted by the same people that have been tearing our heads off for years, now he see what's really going on. So if he get back in office, he gonna change all that. He ain't gonna forget how they did him. When he fix it, that's gonna benefit us too, black people. Now that they have done him the way they've been doing us for decades, he gonna fix it. He gonna be fixing it for us, but it's gonna benefit us because now they gotta treat us fair too. When he fixed the whole system, they gotta do right by everybody. He saw how corrupt and crooked it is by how they came at him. So black people, you better hope he do get back in office. Because that's the first thing he's going to do. Going to go after the FBI, all them people, and clean it up. Because now he know, from his own personal experience, they dirty. So, OJ did it. And now he gone. Heaven or hell, I don't know. Depending if you believe in all that stuff, I don't know. That's between him and the creator. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't nobody's judge. Just making a video. So, thank y'all for tuning in. I hope y'all don't unsubscribe. But OJ did it. And we didn't cheer because he got off. We cheered as black people because the justice system was exposed on national TV. Get it, got it, good. Bye.